Welcome. I am Eric with Mother.com, and I greet you, beloveds, in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. So pre-market here, this is how your markets are looking to open in about, let's call it 50 minutes or so. So this is pre-market action, and we can see the cryptos are also having a good day. Let's take a look here at what Ethereum and BTC are doing. BTC trading at 44170. All right, so pre-market looks to open good, and I want to just do a quick video here to show you what I'm seeing here before they open. This is the S&P 500 futures, the E-minis, and we can see that we've had a good spike here over the last couple of hours, and this is where we are trading. I want to show you where I believe that in the short term, this could be an area for potential stalling by the time the end of today's session is over. Why? Because if you take a look at this area here, this line on this 4-hourly chart, so 4-hourly, take that breakout line, which gave us a good entry, short term that is. We're going to use that line based on the uniformity concept by drawing a horizontal line to it. And so you can see what I'm getting at here is the market's been responding to this area. When it clears it, it moves higher. So I'm not claiming that we know for sure because we don't know, but we can see that here is where the market short term needs to make a decision, because if it's going to move higher, it's going to have to clear this line. Otherwise, if this ends up being confirmed resistance and you start pointing down on the RSI, keep in mind, it also happens to be around that RSI 50 level. So we know that decisions can be made here. But if we end up seeing resistance on this line, that would suggest leaning towards a reversal, even as the market right now is looking to gap up. The reversal could be a little bleep, it could be nothing, it could be something significant. We shall see if it happens, that is. Now there's also another way to arrive at the same conclusion. Take a look at this break line connecting recent RSI lows on this 4-hourly chart, and you see where we broke down here. By the way, I would expect the market to be playing a lot of tricks this week because it is options expiration week. So that's another variable to add into this complex mix. The fact that we're in options expiration week just means a lot of confusion is to be expected. Lots of tricks being played out there by those who are able to manipulate the numbers. So we take that break point and extend it out. We end up with the same conclusion that around here is where the RSI is trading. We might end up seeing some type of resistance or clearance of that line to continue moving higher. That's the S&P 500 E-mini futures. If we take a look at the cryptos by way of the total crypto market as published and furnished by tradingview.com, this is again the 4-hourly for the entire total crypto market, or its market cap for the cryptos, and we can arrive almost at the same conclusion here. Is they've had a nice day to the upside, and now similar to the S&P 500, we see where we broke down recently, and now we are coming back to test it. I hope that makes sense. This is based on the uniformity concept, so you should be familiar with this concept. If you're new to this, there should be links in the description of the video, or maybe take a look at the education link and the education page on Mother.com. But bottom line is, it looks like we are again on the short term coming to test this area here. It happens to be just slightly below that RSI 61.8 threshold, so it's a meaningful area to watch for decision making. If the cryptos are going to move higher, they're going to have to clear and move above this red line Otherwise, we're looking at a situation where even as we look good for the day, this might hour to hour start pushing prices down from current levels. And we can see even in the here and now, hence the video, there seems to be at the moment the market responding to that line right here with this hourly, 4 hourly turning red. We shall see how things settle out. Now, I want to add something here, and this is essentially a follow-up from this past weekend's market analysis video. So, a follow-up from this past weekend's market analysis video. Now, this is the line where we come off the lows of early 2020. And it's the line we've been watching for potential support. Off the lows of 2020, we've already bounced on this line about 4 weeks ago. And it would make sense if the market desires to go higher, that ultimately we turn up here and we see the market stay forming a double bottom, which would be good enough for prices to move higher. Otherwise, a break of this line would suggest that the next meaningful direction actually is down. Now, I would like to bring another index, Canadian market, on its weekly chart, and I talked about this past weekend. This is also another line that can offer us guidance. Now, I would suspect that even the Canadian market is going to gap up, but we are still on watch to see whether it has enough energy and momentum to clear this topside resistance line that has been an issue. And we can see even as of yesterday, Monday, this already was showing resistance. So if the Canadian market is going to go higher, it's going to have to show visual evidence by moving above this level. Which brings me to BTC on the weekly. And you can see on the weekly, BTC already showing signs that it has already found support and is working on a recovery. So this is the line we were watching a couple of weeks ago. And it is still showing good support. So in the short term, we're seeing the market coming to a hour-to-hour, day-to-day, 4 hourly resistance or breakout, as I've discussed here. The weekly charts are not that bad, to be honest. Hence, why the market is generally complex, because there are so many variables. So again, in the short term, back to that 4 hourly for BTC, and there's this decision that needs to be made. We can see that the blue line is now acting in the here and now as some type of resistance. If it continues to act as resistance, as we've discussed, then we're looking at a market gapping up at the open with a potential for reversal lower, or we can actually this time blast even higher by clearing that line. And what that means is we don't need to rush into new breakouts until this resolves to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. I am Eric with Mother.com, and I leave you as I found you, of and in the light of the one infinite Creator. Go forth, therefore, rejoicing in the power and in the peace of the one Creator. Adonai, my friends, Adonai.